Welcome, everybody. This is Jason, and the name of this week's workshop is The Illustrated Man Part 1. This is a two-part workshop series about creating overlays from scratch, like body overlays. And this part is focused on creating the overlay itself. Next week will be about configuring the overlay box. So let's jump right in. What are overlay boxes? Overlay boxes are in-game objects that allow Sims to add body overlays, that's tattoos, body hair, etc., over the Sim's skin. What resources do we edit in the overlay package? Everything. We replace textures in the TXTR, edit the XTOL, STR, and GZPS, completely overhaul the TXMT, edit the group value on everything. Well, there's a caveat there. Update the COLL and Collection 3IDR and rearrange the resources in the high and low range 3IDR. To get started, we create any random outfit in Body Shop. Just select an outfit, create a new project. Import the project back into game, close Body Shop, you're done. Then go to your Save Sims folder, go to the new project that you created. All we need here is the group value, the 5F and then the 6 other characters. We just copy that down, we delete it, and we're good to go. The XTOL. So we open the overlay template that we're provided. We select the XTOL in the resource tree, and again, in the resource list. That group value that we copied, we want to copy that. And then in the XTOL plugin, we paste the group value between the X and the exclamation point as in the image there. We give our overlay a unique resource name. In this case, the clone that I used was dd_random1. So we'll replace everything after the underscore or dd_random1 with the name of the new overlay. Then we commit and we save. The next one up from the XTOL is the TXTR. So once again, we copy the unique overlay name. We paste that between the dash and the underscore in the file name of the first TXTR. Then we click on Fix TGI. Then in the plugin of the TXTR, we right click, we build the XT. Then we select the texture that we're going to replace in the TXTR. We commit and we save. If you're using separate textures for male and female, make sure that you replace the female with the female texture and the male with the male texture. That's pretty self-explanatory. So we just repeat this process with all of the TXTR. We commit, we save, that's a TXTR. The STR, we select the STR in the resource tree, once again in the resource list. Line 0 is just a unique name for the resource. So we just rename that, whatever name we would like. The group value, we're going to copy and paste our group value from the notepad. The unique overlay name, we're just going to replace everything after the underscore with the unique overlay name. And we commit, we save, and that's the STR. The GZPS, we select the GZPS in the resource tree and the first of the GZPS in the resource list. Here, we're doing exactly what we did in the XTOL. So we select the name property, then we replace the group value, that's everything between the X and the exclamation point, and we replace the unique resource name, or the unique overlay name, that's everything after the underscore. That's the GZPS. We repeat that with all of our GZPS. We commit, we save, we're done. Deep breath. The TXMT is next. So we select the TXMT. We need the original instance high values of the TXMT. So to do that, we go to the resource tab. We copy the instance high value. In this case, this is TF body naked. We put that in the column on the left. It's already been done if you're using the template from the workshop. So we've already got the old values here. But if you're using a different overlay as your template, you would need to do this. So we do that for TF body naked, TM body naked, UF body naked, UM body naked, the face, and the scalp. Then we return to the plugin view of the TXMT. What we're doing here, we replace the group value and then we replace the unique overlay name. We fix TGI, we commit. We do this with all 6 of the TXMT. Then we hop back over to the resource tab. We can see that this has changed. So what we do, we copy the instance high value, we paste that into the column on the right for TF body naked, for TM body naked, for UF body naked, for UM body naked. We just do that for all of the TXMT. So we've got the old value. We know that we replace that with the new value. Now we're ready to move on. Back to the plugin view. We go to the C material definition tab. We're replacing the group, the unique group value, and the unique resource name. So that's everything between the second pound sign and the exclamation point and everything after the underscore. We commit, then we go to the properties tab. We replace the group value and we replace the unique resource name. That's everything after the dash in this property, this standard material-based texture name. Then select the file list subtab, select the little text in the text box, replace the group value and replace the unique overlay name just as we did before. Then commit, but we repeat this with every TXMT. So this is kind of a long haul. The TXMT is the most tedious part. The group value. So we hop back over to the resource tab. We start once again down at the bottom with the XTOL. So we take our group value, that's the 0x5f and the unique value that we generated in Body Shop. We just paste that over the group. We don't need to force commit in this case because we're moving right to the next resource. Then we replace the same group value in the TXTR, in the STR, in the TXMT, in the GZPS, and in the BINX or Binks. For the 3 IDR, we need to pay special attention. One of the 3 IDR has a unique group value. It's 4F18 4AA9. We do not mess with that one. So the best way to do it is to click the instance value to sort highest to lowest, and that will put that one on the bottom. All of the other 3 IDR, we're replacing the group value, but that one we're leaving alone. And that's the group value. So the call and the collection 3 IDR. So that one that we didn't mess with, that is our collection 3 IDR. What we're doing with that one, we leave the group value as it is. We go to Tools, Object Tools, Hash Generator. Then we select the CRC32 radio dial and we copy the hash value that it generates. We don't mess with the group value. We paste over the instance value with that value that we generated. This is on the call. Then we go up to the collection 3 IDR. That's the one with this unique group value. And we paste the collection instance here. With the collection instance still copied, we paste the collection instance to where it goes on the notepad that I provided. And the reason that we don't mess with that, the game needs to recognize this group value in order to apply the overlay. Fixing the XTOL and the GZPS. So with the hash generator still open, we select the XTOL in the resource tree and then once again in the resource list, and we find the family property. We go to the GUID radio dial. So we select GUID and it's going to generate this long string of characters. We copy this string of characters. We paste that long string of characters over the family value in the XTOL. The GZPS. So we double click on the instance header until the 1 is at the top. The first 5 are going to be for the body and the last 4 are going to be for the scalp. So for the body, we once again generate a different GUID in the hash generator. We copy that unique hash value. We paste that over the family value in the first XTOL and we commit. Then we do that for all of the ones that are related to the body, all of the ones that identify as body. We just paste that unique hash value over the family property. We do the same thing for the scalp, the last 4 from 6 to 9. We generate a unique hash value, and then we paste that same hash value over the last 4, the family property of the last 4, the ones for the scalp. Then we commit, we save, and that's the XTOL and GZPS. We've replaced the family value on those. Fixing the 3IDR. So first, we need to sort the 3IDR descending. So you'll notice that there are high range and low range. There's a group number from 01 to 0A, and then there's a group numbered from 10 to 1A. We're starting with the low range, the ones that begin with 01. So we select the one that begins with 01. And in the plugin, we click on that package button. So now we refer back to our notepad. We can see that the instance high value was replaced with 0x6C2E01E5. Then we look in the material definitions in the package pop-up, and we should see the instance high value for that material definition. We click on that, we drag it over into the plugin pane. Then we delete the line that we replaced, so we're only leaving the one TXMT. We do this, we slide from the pop-up, the material definition from the pop-up into the plugin pane for everything numbered from 01 to 0A. We slide it in, we delete the line that it replaced so that the one that we're dragging in is in the correct order. We commit on each one, and then we save. Then we're done with the low range 3IDR. Then we move on to the high range 3IDR. We select 11, the resource with the instance value of 11. And you can see that this is ordered collection. There's the UI data. We don't mess with that. We've got collection, category, and text list. So what we're doing with that pop-up still open, we find collection, we drag collection from the resource pop-up, or from the resource pop-up into the 3IDR plugin. We do the same thing with the GZPS. So in this case, if the instance value is 11, we want property set 1. And then we do the same thing with the text list. And then we delete the 3 items that we replaced. We commit, and we repeat this with all of the high range 3IDR. So the remaining ones from 12 to 1A. Then we save our changes.
So I have a question. If you go back that slide, you said we replaced the collection, but the one in the, or is the one in your 3D referencing file in the back, was that already replaced because it looks the same as the package select form?
Okay, so
So have you already replaced that in that picture?
no.
But it has like the same 4 numbers. So like what is it really replacing?
Hold up. So it's got the same group. Okay, yes. So this has already been done. So this has already has the correct. The way that you can tell is because like if you move away from it, if you move to a different resource and then you come back, instead of saying property set 01, it's going to have the category equals blah blah blah, age, all of that.
Okay.
And so if like originally, see if I can find it in, no, I don't have a slide of the original. Okay. This is after it's been committed.
Okay.
What your point, Latmos, we will see that in practice. So instead of editing one by one each resource in the resource tab, we can actually shift select the resources and paste that group value. So let's put it into practice. So we have SimPE here. We don't have anything loaded up. So we go File, Open. And because I've already done this workshop twice before, what I'm going to do, this black work tattoo, I'm going to rename it. Maxis Sport Overlay 3. So this is the third one that we've done actually. We open Maxis Sport Overlay 3. And in the resource tree, we start with the X tool. Now, I've already generated my own group value for this because that part is tedious and I didn't want to bog down the workshop because it's already a long process. So if you're following along at home, the group value that I generated is 5F6B01CE. So we just copy those 8 characters first. Then in the X tool, we find the name property. We double click. Oh, I see. So I'm sorry. We need to copy everything between the 2 hashtags and the exclamation point. And then we double click on that there, and we paste it over. This is in the property or the name property. Then Maxis Sports Overlay 3, we copy that. We paste that after the underscore like so. Give that a quick commit. That's the XTOL. Now, with that unique overlay name copied, what we want to do, we select the first TXTR. We highlight everything from the dash to the underscore, and we just paste that unique name. Then we click on Fix TGI. And you can see it refubulated the instance high value. Then we right click, build DXT as we normally would. And I'm going to grab my overlay texture. That's DXT5 format. We build and we commit.
Are we on the one that we just updated? Is that UF or which instance was that? UF body.
UF body naked Maxis Sports overlay. Yeah. UF body naked. So the order doesn't super matter at this point, but we will reorder as we need to. Then we just move on to the next one. This one is the face. So we don't need to replace the texture. We just paste that unique name over, fix TGI, commit. And because I'm using the same textures here for both male and female, I've only got one texture. I paste over, I fix TGI, then I build my DXT. I replace the texture and commit. Then this one is the hair. So we don't have a texture replacement. We just paste over, fix TGI, and we don't need to replace anything. So we just commit.
Shoot.
And then we go to TM body. We paste
Is it
over
also
the unique name. Sorry, go ahead.
Is it also easy to see what we need to replace because like the ones with the body have like that other in like the preview they have like that little black tattoo.
Yes.
So
and all of the body are 1024 by 1024. The face and the scalp are 512 by 512.
Okay.
There, we just build. And we commit. And you can see that it's updating the file name every single time.
Are we fixing TGI on these?
Yes, on every single one, you paste the value and then fix TGI.
Okay.
So you see, before I commit, it's got Quintessia Blackwork 1.
Uh-huh.
And then So we replace the texture, we build, and then as soon as I commit, it changes to Maxis Sports Overlay.
Okay. So there's
And
4 of them we do that to, and then 2 of them are head.
yeah, 2 of them we just leave them blank, but we do replace the name and fix the TGI.
Okay.
So then that's a texture. Then we move on to the text list. Select the STR in the resource tree. Once again, in the resource list, we select that
Wait,
first
text
line.
list is STR. Okay.
STR, yes. Then we go. We're working from the bottom up, so it's kind of backwards. If like as opposed to anything else that you've ever created, I don't know. It just makes more logical sense to me to work from the bottom up. So here, I rename it Maxis Sports Overlay 3. Just like that. And because I have the unique name already copied, I'm just going to highlight everything after the underscore and paste that value over. So we're just pasting. We're pasting. Okay, everybody with me so far?
Are we doing this for everything again, but the bald and hair stuff? We're just doing it for
This is just the STR. So there are 10 lines
yeah.
of text.
Are we doing it for all of them?
Yep, we're replacing the just everything after the underscore. Replace it with your unique overlay name.
Okay.
And then
And
here, sorry, go ahead.
So my question is, so like for example, on line 7, I have AM hair bald overlay. We didn't really do anything with the scalp, so does it make sense? Like, do we need to do it to
Uh,
the head stuff?
best practice is to do it because we're doing
Okay.
it the traditional way. So
Okay.
it's going to like when you apply the overlay
Okay.
call, it's going to be looking for that resource, and if it doesn't find it, it
Okay.
can do weird things.
Oh, okay.
So then we take our unique group value, just everything after the hashtags before the exclamation point, we copy that. We start back here at line 1, and we just paste over that value. Do the same thing. We double click, we paste, we double click, we paste, and we just do this for all of these lines. Then we commit, and we can go ahead and save that too. That's the STR.
Where's my commit?
So then we move on to the GZPS. And the way that I like to do this, because I already have the unique group number copied, I just select the first GZPS, and then I select the name value, and then I just paste over here. And because I already have this copied, it's more efficient just to select each one and then paste the value, as opposed to paste or
Doing both.
going back to the notepad and then copying the unique overlay name and then pasting that and then switching. It's just faster for me to do it this way, but you do.
I think that's true.
So we do this for all 6 of our GZPS. Or sorry, 9 of our GZPS, right? 9 because 4 scalps and 5 bodies. The teen male is split, which doesn't make sense to me. Okay, so we commit, then we go back up to the top, and we copy the unique overlay name. And
Can you do
here,
it back from the bottom, or does that make a difference?
it doesn't matter, just as long as,
Okay.
so watch this. So we replace that, we commit, and it's going to, just as long as as each resource, just verify that it has the correct group value and the correct overlay
Okay.
name here in the resource list. And we just do the same for all of our GZPS. Okay, that's the GZPS.
I have 2
We
more to
commit them
do.
all, and we give that a quick save. And then we move on to the TXMT. So here, I like to order them by name. So we double click on the name header, or we click on the name header, and it should it should start with teen female at the top. So select that resource and switch over to the resource pane instead of the
Did you
plugin view.
say you sorted by name?
Yeah, you just, in the resource list, you see the name header.
Oh, okay.
Just click on the name header.
Okay.
So then we start with TF body naked, and we check that instance high value. And
What?
in this case, I've already done these. So if you're using my notepad, that's already notated for you. But if you were doing your own thing, if you were using a different overlay as your template, we copy that instance high value and we paste it over
So
the left column here.
you're saying the group.
The instance
The
high.
Oh,
So
the instance high?
you've got group, and then you've got
Oh, okay.
instance high, and then you've got
Okay.
instance. So the one we're concerned with is instance high.
Okay.
And then
And
just to
Okay.
double check our work. So we've got teen male, the instance high is ends in 9050. This one. Okay, so we're good to go here. So starting over with teen female. We copy. I forget because it's been a while since I've done one, so it's a little bit different on the TXMT. I think we just copy and no. So for the TXMT, we have to copy this entire string of characters.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Then we paste over. And then we grab the unique resource name.
Are we pasting over in the file name?
Yes, the file name.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And then
Okay.
we paste that over everything between the underscores. And we fix TGI. And if you pay close attention, the instance high value just updated. So we commit that there. Then
So fix TGI.
the next one
Then
down.
commit? Okay.
Yes. I do it backwards because I already have the overlay name copied. So I do the overlay name first and then the group, then fix TGI, commit. And then we do the next one. We replace the group.
If we for some reason
ahead.
forgot to if we for some reason had forgotten to do a TGI, would doing that like in fix integrity, would that cover it later if we just did a fix integrity for everything?
I think
Like if
so,
we
but
had
then you would have to go back and double check the instance values.
Oh, okay.
Best practice is just to make sure that it updates on the first pass. You know what I mean? So like we fix TGI and then we commit and we make sure that that instance high has actually changed. We do that like
Oh,
on the
shit.
first pass, so we're not having to go back and rework it. Because if you do everything in one go, it tends to work without issues, but then if you have to go back and find what you missed, it gets weird. It takes less time, I think, just to build a new overlay from scratch than to fix everything. Like figure out what's wrong and then fix it. So we do that with all 6 of the TXMT. Give that a quick save. Then we start over in the resource list with teen female, and we bounce over to our resource tab. You can see it's got a different instance high value. So we copy that instance high from the resource. We paste that over in the column on the right. So this is our new value.
I see it. I've never seen that before. I've never used that before in my life. Well, thank you for showing me that. I've never ever seen that.
UF body naked. We copy the instance high for UM
I'm
body
still
naked.
I'm still in TXMT.
We're doing the TXMT, but like we need to do this
Yeah.
step before we move on to the next one.
I'm still in
Okay.
file name.
So we copied all of our instance high. Oh, hold up. William's got something. Do not use face integrity on resources.
Okay.
Like, yeah. Okay.
Okay. So
I
that's a
will
bad idea.
show you what I mean. We will open this in Scenegraph Plus after I'm done redoing all of the resources. So we copy our instance high value. So we've already messed with the file name. We don't need to mess with the file name again. We start with TF body naked.
Where did you? Sorry, you kind of went ahead of me. I was sorry. You're really fast with it.
No
Where did you go after you fixed the file names? What tab did you go to and then start again?
Resource.
It was
so we go to
the
resource
tab. Okay.
And then you start with your TF body naked. You see where I'm at?
TF body. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. The instance high text box. We're copying that. Then you bounce back over to your notepad. And in the column on the right, you paste that value.
Oh, so you're just okay.
We're notating the new instance high value for all 6 of these resources. Back to the plugin view. Start with TF body naked. Make sure that's the one that you've got selected in your resource list. Then you hop over in your plugin, the very first, not the tabs up at the top here, but the sub tab, the one below the file name. See material definition. Make sure that you're on that sub tab.
Yep.
Then copy all of this. Copy the group value for that overlay name. Everything from the first hashtag to the exclamation point.
Okay.
Double click on that value in see material definition and paste over. Commit. Then go to the properties tab.
Do we want to change the name, or is it easier just to have that?
Not yet.
Okay.
Go to the properties tab. Standard material base texture name. Double click on that group value. Paste over.
Okay.
And then the file list. Double click on the group value. Paste over. We commit.
Do we want to fix TGI at all in this one? Okay.
No, don't. We've already done that. Don't mess with that anymore.
Okay. Okay.
Then we move on. We go to TM body naked male. See material definition, properties, and you don't need to don't need to click on commit after every tab. We're just pasting over the group value.
Okay.
then, and we're committing every resource.
Yes.
So then we go back up to the top. We grab from our notepad, we grab the unique overlay name. Then TF body naked, we start with C material definition. Everything after the underscore, we just paste over. Then in the properties tab and in the file list, it's everything after the dash.
So it's just the
Just like
same
that.
thing. We're just doing
Yep,
the name every time. Okay.
exactly. Then we just commit the resource. Do the same thing for teen male. This part takes a bit. Give that a quick save. And that's the TXMT. So we start back from the bottom. We go back to the XTOL, select it in the resource list, and this time we hop once again over to the resource tab. We open our notes. This time we're just copying from, let me see, the 0x, just no hashtags, no exclamation point. We just 0x and the group value. And we paste that over. We don't force commit here. What we do, we select the next resource, and you can see when you select the next resource, it italicizes. So here we shift select all 6 of the TXMT, or sorry, the TXTR, and we paste the group value over. Then we move on to the STR. We paste the group value on the STR. Then
Wait, what did that look like on STR?
STR, we
Oh,
just,
just the group.
yep,
Okay.
just paste over the group value. Then moving on, we select the GZPS. We just shift select all 9 of those. We paste over the group value. And this is what I was referring to that most. If you, on the resource tab, you can shift select multiple resources at one go and just update the group value for all of them. So we just shift select all 6 of the TXMT, paste over the group value. We do not mess with the call at this point. We select, okay, the binks, you're probably going to get this pop up. It doesn't matter. So we select the binks, we shift select all 10 of the binks, and we paste over. Now, this part's a little bit tricky. So we select the 3 IDR in the resource tree. In the resource list, we click on the instance header, and it's going to sort descending. So it's going to start with 0, 1. We need to let the file table do its thing.
Oh, yeah, it's doing something.
So we start with 0, 1, and then we scroll all the way down. We're not messing with this one, the one that has this group value specifically. We leave that one alone. We shift select the first 20 only. The first 23 IDR, we replace the group value, just like that.
Okay.
And we can select the bottom one to move away from that resource. Now we file, save, and we replace the group value. This one and the call have a special relationship. So let's go back to the call. So select the call. Remaining on the resource tab, we select the call. We select the call in the resource list. Then we go tools, object tools, hash generator. We select CRC32, and it's going to generate a hash that looks something like this. We copy that hash value, leave the hash generator open.
Okay.
Back to the call. We don't mess with the group. We copy and we paste over the instance, just like that. Then we move to the collection 3IDR. That's the one that has the same instance as the call. And we replace the instance. Give those a quick save. We just replaced the call. So now on your notepad, we had that value copied. And because I've already done this twice, I have 2 examples here. But on your collection instance,
Wait,
go ahead and paste that collection value.
Of the instance? Okay.
So on your notepad, if you scroll just below overlay names, you should see an overlay 3. And that new instance that we generated, paste that over the zeros.
Yeah. So is there, are we supposed to separate the last 4 digits out like you did?
Yes, I do because that's how we're going to enter it into the beacon in the second part of the workshop. Back to the plugin view, and then all the way down to the XTOL. Grab the XTOL, and then we go back to hash generator. This time we select the GUID radio dial. We copy that long string of hash that it generates. Then in the XTOL, in the family value, we just paste that over and commit. Then the GZPS. So we sort by instance, make sure that that's descending. So 1 is at the top. You can see that the first 5 are body, and then the last 5 or the last 4 are hair. So GZPS, we start with 1, then go back to CRC32, and then bounce back to GUID, and that's going to generate a completely different GUID. We copy that. So we're replacing with the same string on 1. We commit. On 2.
So
Sorry,
on 1, the family string we're replacing.
Yes. Replace with the same GUID copied. We select 2, replace family. Then we select 3, replace the family value. Then we select 4, replace the family value. Then we select 5, replace the family value. Okay, we good so far?
I'm on 5. So this is a different GUID than what we did on XTOL, right?
Yes. So
then yes, I'm good.
Okay, the first 5 GUID, they have their own family value. Then we bounce back to the hash generator, CRC32, bounce back to GUID. It generates a completely different GUID. We copy that. Then we paste that over family. So we do that for 6. Do the same, paste the same value in 7, in 8, and in 9. Okay, so we've done that with 9. Give that a quick save. And we're good with the GZPS. Final step. And here we might need to rearrange the screen a little bit. So we can go ahead and close out of our hash generator. And I like to put, so to demonstrate this in the workshop, I like to put my notepad about there. And then we're just going to make sure that these are visible. Then we select our first GZPS here. So 01.
Mhm.
There's no way to make that box bigger. That kind of sucks. Just scoot these. And then we click on package, and let's put our package down here somewhere. And this one, the first one, that's probably going to be adult female. So we want to be looking about here. So our old instance high is 32FA or 32F2A72B. So in our package, we find the material definitions, and the new value for that is B3B8 3619. So B3B8 3619, we grab this from the pop-up and we drag it over into this field here in the plugin. Then that line that we're replacing, we need to delete that so that this new line is in the position of the old line that we removed. Then we select 2. This is probably going to be adult male. So 63B6 is the old value that needs to be replaced with 0C7A. So we find 0C7A in package. We drag that and we delete the line that we're replacing. Commit. And then 10, this is different because it's the face. So the only line there is the material definition. So we've got C013. We come up here, we see that C013 needs to get replaced with 69E5. So we find 69E5, we drag it, we delete the original line, and we commit. That's our low range 3 IDR. Oh, did William drop?
I
Oh,
think he
Hungry
did.
Kitten. Okay. Okay. So then, yeah, I knew this was going to take way over an hour, even with all of the shortcuts in place. So then, the high range 3 IDR. This is also pretty straightforward. So we've got our package open, and we can see that, for example, in 11 here, it's ordered collection, property set 1, text list. So we find collection first. We drag in collection, property set 1, and text list. Then we need to delete the 3 lines that we're replacing. And then 1A. It's similar, but it's pointing to the XTOL instead of the GZPS. So it's the same procedure. It's just the XTOL. So collection. This time we've got texture overlay XML, which is down at the bottom of the package. We drag that in instead of property set, and text list. give that a quick commit. Now we've redone all of the 3 IDR. We should be good to go. So how do we know that we've got them working correctly? So we select the first one. Sorry, these are the low range. So we select the first high range. So 11. We select that third line down, that property set. Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, I'm really behind because numbers really slow me down. I just back to the high range, like the collection that we replaced. Is the collection we replaced supposed to be different? The 4 like sets of numbers supposed to be different? Yeah, okay, never mind.
It's different
They are
because
like
because
the
you
last
updated the instance.
group is
So
okay.
yeah,
The last group
the
should be
last
different.
set, that should be your new
Okay.
instance.
Okay, got you. Thank you.
So anyway, to check that these are working correctly, so we go to, for example, let's try property set or 3IDR instance 12. So we click on the one that was property set, and we can see that it's pointing to the texture image. Do that with 13, same deal. 14, same deal. And 15. So it looks like this will actually work. So for example, I'm going to grab overlay 1 because I know this one works, and then we go reline to grid. But you can see that these link neatly. Well, you're not going to see the crest and the shape because that's in the actual mesh package. But you can see that this resource, the GZPS, links nicely to the TXTR and TXMT. If, for example, if you had one that were not linked correctly, you wouldn't see that. So let's grab the one that I just did, and everything appears to be linked correctly. Yep, everything is hooked together correctly.